How's it going, my peeps? It is now time for the WWE Payback 2013 prediction game video. In the background is my simulation of John Cena versus Ryback for the WWE Championship match you're going to see this Sunday at Payback. Now, unfortunately, in WWE 13, there is no 3 stages of hell, so I tried to get as close as possible to what it's actually going to be, and made this a 2 out of 3 falls match. Can't play 3 stages of hell, so, tried to get as close as possible, as realistic as possible, and made it extreme rules so I could use tables in the second fall. So, yeah. Anyways, what I'm gonna do here is basically go over my predictions for every single matchup on the Payback card, and I believe there's about 7 matches or 8 matches on the Payback card, including the Payback pre-show, or as they're calling it right now, the Payback kickoff. I guess kickoff is the new name for pre-shows, unless that's only for Payback, and then after Payback they go back to pre-shows. It's just a name, doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, I think I've covered everything, so why don't we get down to the predictions here. So let's kick it off with the Payback kickoff. See what I did there? Damien Sandow versus Sheamus in a 1-on-1 matchup. Who do I think is going to win that matchup? Well, first off, the match took place because of the whole Damien Sandow challenges on Sheamus, and Sheamus retaliating with, bro kicks and such. I thought the match would be on the actual card, given that, it has a storyline behind it, and it's been building for a few weeks. But, yeah, it's actually on the pre-show. I think this is actually the first time ever that Sheamus is competing on a pre-show. And also, maybe Damien Sandow, too. I'm not too sure if he's competed before. If he has, maybe it was a tag team match with Cody Rhodes. But I think Damien, it's Damien's first time on a pre-show as well. Anyways, since it is on the kickoff, I'm gonna go with Sheamus actually picking up the victory here. So far, Damien Sandow has not beaten Sheamus. He's never beaten Sheamus. He's never pinned him or made him submit. And I think it's gonna stay that way, until, or at least for now. So I'm gonna go with Sheamus winning the match, probably hitting a bro kick and getting the 1, 2, 3. And then we've got the Divas Championship match. It's Kaitlyn defending her title against AJ. And by the way, speaking of titles and championships, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but at Payback, every single active WWE Championship will be defended. The Divas Championship is on the line, Tag Team titles, IC title, US title, every single title, World Heavyweight Championship, they're all on the line. So it's kind of like Night of Champions, it's pretty surprising. Usually, you'll always have like 1 title or maybe 2 titles, or sometimes even more that aren't defended on a show. But in this case, every title is on the line, pretty much just like Night of Champions. So I guess Night of Champions is no longer the only night of the year, or the only pay-per-view where you get every single championship defended by the champion. So anyways, back to the matchup. Yeah, Kaitlyn versus AJ. This matchup I thought was actually going to take place maybe at I thought the match was going to take place at WrestleMania, but it didn't take place at WrestleMania. It didn't take place on Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania, and it certainly didn't take place at Extreme Rules. It's actually taking place right now on Payback, and AJ won the #1 contendership match, I believe, before Extreme Rules. So I was really expecting the matchup to take place at Extreme Rules, but that did not take place, and now we are having the matchup between the two. And lately, you had AJ setting up Kaitlyn with the whole secret admirer thing, where Big E ended up being the secret admirer, and then, pretty much making fun of Kaitlyn, and pushing her down, or throwing her, or whatever. And so far, AJ has the momentum going into the pay-per-view, and then you had on SmackDown, Kaitlyn pretty much slapped the referee, attacked the referee. So AJ going into the matchup has the mental advantage. She's in Kaitlyn's mind. She's, I guess you could say, playing mind games. And usually when somebody has the momentum leading up to the pay-per-view, I tend to go with the person that is not on that side, that doesn't have the momentum. But in this case, actually, I am going to go with AJ winning this matchup, either by, I could see her winning the championship, But I could also seeing her win the matchup, but not win the championship. So winning the matchup by disqualification or something like that, just because Kaitlyn right now is, she's hitting referees and stuff. So yeah, pretty much my prediction for the Divas match. I'm gonna go with AJ winning. And then after the Divas match, you've got the United States Championship match. I did not expect this match to take place. Dean Ambrose versus Kane. So this is, I was going to say Dean Ambrose's first title defense, but actually he did defend the championship in the rematch against Kofi Kingston, so it's his second title defense. And I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose retaining here. I don't think Kane is going to win a secondary title anytime soon. I don't think he's going to win the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship. It's not often you see superstars who have won the World Heavyweight Championship and WWE Championship challenge or win the United States Championship or the IC Championship. You could see them, win like the tag team titles. But as far as the secondary titles, you don't see that all that often. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has happened before, but it's not something that happens all the time. And it's not the main reason why I think Kane is not going to win this. It's just, I don't really think Kane is going to win this matchup. If you want more detail, just stay tuned for my Dean Ambrose versus Kane simulation prediction that will be posted up today, as well as most of the prediction game videos for Payback. And yeah, so my prediction is Kane. And then you've got another secondary title, the Intercontinental Championship. Wade Barrett versus The Miz versus Curtis Axel triple threat matchup. And this was kind of unexpected, seeing as how Curtis Axel was not in the matchup in the first place. It was supposed to be Fandango versus Wade Barrett versus The Miz in a triple threat match. Fandango then got a concussion, so somebody else had to replace Fandango, or it would have been a one-on-one matchup. And they actually announced a one-on-one matchup on commentary on Raw, but then, Paul Heyman came out with Curtis Axel, and it was then turned into a triple threat match, which I'm happy about. I much prefer seeing this triple threat match rather than The Miz versus Wade Barrett just one-on-one. In most situations, I find that a triple threat match is more entertaining and more fun to watch than a one-on-one matchup. So yeah, who do I think is going to win this matchup? I could see two people winning this matchup, but I do need to pick somebody. I can't pick two guys, and I could see all three guys winning, but there's two particular people I can see winning this matchup more than that third person. But in the end, I think I'm going to go with Curtis Axel winning this matchup and becoming the brand new Intercontinental Champion on Father's Day. And then you've got the tag team title match. I also did not expect this match to take place. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns of the Shield versus Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. I'm looking forward to this matchup for a bunch of reasons. For one, you've got the Shield in the matchup. Pretty much any match the Shield is involved in nowadays, well, ever since debuting actually, every single match the Shield is in, I'm interested in that matchup. I want to see that matchup. And then you've also got Daniel Bryan. And pretty much with Daniel Bryan, it's the same thing. Any matchup with Daniel Bryan, I'm interested in, and I want to see the matchup. So I'm really interested in this one. And I'm also, a fan of Randy Orton. And I want to see if maybe a heel turn is coming. And if that heel turn is coming, who knows? Maybe it's a Payback. So I'm definitely tuning into this one. And as far as who I think is going to win the matchup, I'm going to go with the Shield, retaining here and beating Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. I do not think that Randy and Bryan are going to walk away with the titles on this one. So, after the tag team title match, you've got Chris Jericho versus CM Punk one-on-one. And this matchup, this was actually probably this was the hardest match to predict for the Payback card, in my opinion. I went back and forth thinking, I don't know, Chris Jericho or CM Punk, and I'm still not really sure. But, I've got to pick somebody. So, I'm going to go with CM Punk winning this one. I know some people are saying maybe CM Punk doesn't show up, and maybe it's like Chris Jericho versus Brock Lesnar or something like that. I don't think that's going to take place. I will go into more detail on the actual simulation. But for now, in this video, I'm just going to go ahead and say I predict CM Punk to walk away victorious out of this matchup. And then the World Heavyweight Championship match. Del Rio gets his rematch, so it's Dolph Ziggler versus Del Rio, one-on-one. It's not a ladder match, it's a, regular matchup. And this one was pretty easy for me. It's actually the easiest match to predict out of the entire Payback card, in my opinion. I'm going to go with Dolph Ziggler beating Del Rio and retaining his championship. And then the main event, WWE Championship match, John Cena versus Ryback in a 3 stages of hell match. First match is a lumberjack match. Second match is a tables match. And if nobody wins 2 straight falls, then the third match is an ambulance match. And in this one, I'm going to go with the champ, John Cena, beating Ryback and retaining his title. So, I think that's it. Yeah, that is it for pretty much every single matchup on the Payback card. In the comment section below, give me your predictions for the Payback card. Tell me who you think is going to win. I'm going to list all the matches in the description box, so it's easy for you guys to just copy-paste that and give me your, who you think is going to win. And if you guys enjoyed the video, as always, you can click that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Feed me more likes. Stay tuned for the rest of the Payback prediction game videos. I'll be uploading all of them, or most of them, today. And follow me on Twitter, like the Facebook fan page. With that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.